You've heard that the most pleasing interior design aesthetic includes the principle of scale. So it may sound surprising that my next guest is encouraging us to really think big when it comes to furnishing and accessorizing our homes. This is new advice from trusted local designer Jessica Bennett. What are you meaning, Jess, when you say think big?
I feel like we're always trying to teach this to clients, to stylists on the floor, that scale is everything. And if you get it right, you can actually do less decorating because you're buying the right size things. It also is a space expanding trick. So your ceilings look taller, your rooms look larger, you can use less pillows, and it feels less knick-knacky when you just get the scale right.
It feels grand.
Yes.
And you often use the word in our design discussions, generous. And we love you for that word. So be generous in what? What pieces could afford to be a little bigger in your opinion?
Yeah, okay, so the rug for sure. Art, I feel like pillows, lamps are never big enough. Side tables could be way bigger. I feel like our sofas have gotten super, super deep.
So kind of D, all of the above?
All of the above.
Go big.
In every way. Height on the backs of chairs, getting your drapes way higher in the room. So yeah, scale is the best decorator trick that if I could pay anything forward to people that are just like, teach me one thing, I would say, let's talk about scale.
Scale.
First.
So I can see this advice naturally translating to a big, beautiful new home with vaulted ceilings and lots of windows. How does this design principle translate, or does it, to maybe an older home with 8-9 foot ceilings?
I feel like that's where it really counts. I rented a home for a little while when I was starting my business, and the ceilings actually weren't even quite 8 feet. And one of my biggest tricks was to hang drapes as close to the ceiling as possible to stretch your eye at the end of the room. And I put 2 really tall wing backs at the very end of the room so your eye was pulled up in the space, and it was a space expanding trick. It just made you feel a little bit taller.
So all spaces can afford to
all
be generous.
Spaces.
Let's touch on those details that you kind of listed out for us. The pillows. Give us kind of a designer's eye on what to look for.
You bet. So I'd say at least 22 inches.
Okay, that's big.
It is big. So a lot of the pillows that you're going to see at TJ Maxx or big box stores, a lot of them can start at 16 inches or 18 inches is the average. So when you get something that's 22, you're only going to need 2 pillows. You know what I mean? Otherwise, same thing with on your bed. I'll go into people's master bedrooms and they've got like 5 pillows, and I'm like, that poor husband.
You know, I was just gonna say, husbands are celebrating right now to hear the number 2 on the table.
Yeah, just get the right size pillows, and you'll only need just a pairing, and that's it. On one side of the sofa, in a sectional corner, maybe you'll do 3, but less is more.
Does this require then custom?
No,
pillows?
No, I mean, this is the size that we sell at the store, and that's what we're looking for at market. Even if you can get something, you can't tell because this is laying down, this is 26 inches.
Oh, wow.
Which is the size of the Euro. That's perfect for that corner in the sectional.
Okay, we thank her for that piece of advice, as do husbands. I think that's hilarious. There's always the pillow battle happening in master bedrooms.
Also, it's more comfortable because you can just sink into the back of one pillow instead of having all these little lumps behind you.
You're so right.
4 tiny pillows.
You are so right. That lamp next to you is gorgeous. It also is huge.
Great. Yeah, huge. This one's 36 inches. My rule of thumb is get a lamp that's 30 inches tall. This is great for nightstands, your end tables, entryways.
So even smaller tables, like a nightstand, can afford a bigger scale lamp.
Yeah, higher. I mean, this girl has a lot of width. A lot of lamps won't be quite as wide as she is, but at least 30 inches, that's gonna pull your eye up again. It's gonna make you feel tall, and your room's gonna feel grander, and you're gonna get light where you actually really want it, which is at your eye level when you're sitting down.
It all makes sense.
Instead of below,
It all makes sense. It looks amazing, but as you explain kind of the on-the-ground logistics, it just makes design sense. I'm curious to know your take on art specifically, because we often talk about where to hang it on the wall. That's the emphasis, is the placement, but you're talking the size of the actual picture.
Yes. Yeah, and so art, I mean, we always say the rule of thumb is eye level, but when you have a piece of art that's really massive, eye level is, if it's abstract, there's not like really a horizon line to it.
Right.
So you're just gonna wanna stand back and really take in the scale of the wall with the scale of the painting. We even have examples, like this example that you're seeing right now. This is just probably 10 inches above the base mold, but look how tall it is. It's as tall as the door. In this example, the art dips below the console. And so it's so massive, but it's, again, that space expanding thing where it's really generous and it makes the room and the wall feel massive.
And finally, greenery. This is another area where I've noticed you really stand out and shine in your design aesthetic, is with those larger scaled greens.
Yes, totally. So we love, you can see the example to your left. This is a big orchid. We love something like this on a kid dining room table or on a center hall table in somebody's entry. It's just that really massive full bloom. A lot of times too, we'll do a large ginger jar. You can see in this example, this is the parade home we did, and we used a live.
Everybody's still talking about. You guys hit it out of the park.
Good. Yeah, this is a live Japanese maple tree that we used on the center hall table in the entry, and it pulled your eye way up into the space to appreciate all of that interior detail that we did with the moldings. So this is a fantastic design trick. It's, again, it pulls your eye up and it makes your house feel really grand.
I think this is a great design conversation, a great takeaway at play here to go big. Be generous, to use your word. We quote you all the time using that word. If we want more inspiration, can we drop by the store?
Yeah, you can drop by the store, and actually we have a parade home that's starting this Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's in the Salt Lake Parade of Homes. And if you just visit our Instagram, then you'll be able to see all of the dates and the facts, and it runs August 3rd through, I think, the 18th.
All right.
And lots of great scale tricks there, too.
Our friends at Alice Lane know how to do it. Thank you so much, Jess. We appreciate it.